why a policeman cannot slap a civilian, according to Femi Falana. Human rights lawyer Mr. Femi Falana, a senior advocate of Nigeria, has given the Police Force Public Relations Officer PPRO, CSP Olumuyiwa Adejobi 24 hours to withdraw the statement he made that no Nigerian has the right to confront policemen or retaliate even if a policeman slaps him or her, which, to the best of our knowledge, has not been withdrawn even after the deadline one day ago. Speaking through his Twitter account, the Force PRO had advised any such victim of police brutality to rather file a complaint with the law enforcement agency. In a statement titled "Assaulting a Civilian by a Police Officer Attracts 25 Years Imprisonment," Falana stated that if the statement is not withdrawn within the next 24 hours, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Usman Alkali Baba, should not hesitate to replace Mr. Adejobi with another police officer who has unqualified respect for the fundamental rights of the Nigerian people. According to Falana, while civilians are required to respect police officers who are discharging their lawful duties, Section 34 of the Nigerian Constitution states that every citizen is entitled to the fundamental right to the dignity of their person, arguing that the penalty for assaulting a civilian is 25 years under the Anti-Torture Act of 2017. The spokesperson of the Nigeria Police Force, Mr. Olumuyiwa Adejobi, has said that if a policeman should slap a civilian, the person has no right to retaliate. Even if a policeman on uniform slaps a civilian, the civilian has no right to retaliate. More so, if he is on uniform, it's an act of disrespect to Nigeria to beat an officer on uniform. The disrespect is not to the policeman, but to our nation, and is a crime as enshrined in our criminal laws. By virtue of Section 34 of the Nigerian Constitution, every citizen is entitled to the fundamental right to the dignity of their person. Accordingly, no citizen shall be subjected to any mental, physical, or psychological torture. Both the administrators of Criminal Justice Act 2015 and Police Establishment Act 2020 have prohibited police officers and other law enforcement personnel from subjecting Nigerian people, including criminal suspects, to degrading, humiliating, or inhumane treatment. Civilians are required to respect police officers who are discharging their lawful duties. The penalty for assaulting or slapping a policeman is 3 years imprisonment under the Criminal Code. In the same vein, police officers are equally mandated to respect civilians. Indeed, Section 2, subsection B of the Anti-Torture Act 2017 states that torture is deemed committed when an act by which pain and suffering, whether physical or mental, is intentionally inflicted on a person to punish him for an act he or a third person has committed or suspected of having committed. The penalty for assaulting a civilian is 25 years under the Anti-Torture Act of 2017. In addition, the victim may sue for monetary compensation under the Anti-Torture Act and the Constitution. In view of the foregoing, Mr. Olumuyiwa Adejobi should withdraw his highly inciting and provocative statement, which has given the misleading impression that the Nigeria Police Force has authorized its officers to slap citizens and subject them to other forms of torture without any challenge whatsoever. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe so you can get notifications.